Let's go ahead and get started, guys. So this is going to be part two of the recruiting guide. We are in the cycling phase from weeks 8 to 15 or so. And I mean, essentially all the way up until the transfer portal is what we're looking at. So to recap from the last time, first we had our preparation phase. That's like our, I don't know, our session zero, making sure our board was good. We knew what uh, prime targets we wanted to get. We knew what complementary targets would help us with the visits and landing them. And then during the swimming phase, we dove in. We sprinted towards our prime targets. We won some, we lost some. That's the way it goes. And I believe currently we're still in the game for a couple of 5 stars. They didn't quite get to that decision by week 7, but here we are. So let's go to our board and just see further what we were talking about. Okay. So I already set up the board a little bit with some gems earlier, but Kevin Grimes, he was a guy that we were recruiting from the start. We lost out on a 5 star receiver gem that had like 96 speed or something. Ole Miss was way ahead on us from the jump, and we just couldn't catch up. But however, if we look at this guy, the big players that are recruiting him do not have a great pipeline advantage against us. It looks like Penn State didn't even offer a scholarship. Ohio State didn't offer a scholarship either. So we were just contending with Notre Dame, Florida, and West Virginia. Their silver pipelines versus our bronze. That's a battle we're going to take. He's got platinum cutter, great stats all around outside of top end speed, but that could potentially improve. So, we love to see it. Plus, having a platinum badge on somebody means that they're not going to be spending points upgrading those badges. And badges can get very expensive, and Cutter, for my money, is one of the best badges a receiver can get. So overall, this is a great pickup if we can get them. We had a visit week 7. We look at here. Uh, I took off the quarterback from the board that gave him that complimentary visit, but it should still count all the same. Let's see. Okay, this strong safety already visited. So we're kind of in trouble with him, unfortunately. Oh no, he hasn't visited yet. We scheduled one for week 9, which is next week. Okay, so we could potentially get there. And then if we look at our third visit that we scheduled, this is for the linebacker. It was a not a blowout. It was a bye week. So you know, bye weeks are useful, of course. Guarantees that you don't lose. You don't want to lose during a visit, but it has less upside, obviously. But we were able to lock these guys in quickly. So for sure, we have 2 blue chippers coming to the team. Those are the 2 we got. I think we're gonna have some more in the coming weeks. We have a big week 8 visit for the offensive line right here. One, two, uh, and the running back is coming in later. Um, yeah. So we're going to advance this week, and then we'll be going over the goals for uh, this the cycling portion of this. Okay, so advance. We have a big game. I believe we set up the force win. Let's just go ahead and double check. Yep. Okay. All right. We got one visit. I mean, one recruit in. That's good. Oof. Okay. Got that XP bonus for signing a recruit. All right, so let's look at our board right now. Okay, so what we had done earlier, we had started taking account of our board and reevaluating it. That's our first goal for the cycling phase because the reason why I call it cycling is because for most of us, we all know how to ride a bike. We learned very young. Uh, So in this stage, we're not going to do anything that we haven't learned already, basically. But the context in which you're doing it is different. Riding a bike in your neighborhood is a lot different than riding a bike in a triathlon, right? In Tour de France, right? Like in this one, like if you're riding around the block, okay, you go for a stroll. In here, you're racing against the clock still, so you have to pace yourself but still go fast. And also you have to look out for oncoming traffic, people traffic, so on and so forth. You have to be able to improvise, stay aware, swerve out the way, without crashing, basically. And it can be a little confusing during this time. But that's what we're here for, okay? The second goal for the cycling phase is discovery. So discovering gems like we did right here on the last time. We got a little ahead of ourselves, but we found these three gems, two corners, perfect. A tight end with championship contender. We'll see how that goes. But you know, at this point, we're not going to be the most picky. Okay. But we got a scholarship on him. We got 50 points, and nobody else has a scholarship on him. So just in case if nobody else recruits him and we get locked out of championship contender, we're still going to rise up. So we'll at least have him for a year if that's how that goes. And next year's a new year. Maybe our championship contender, we're able to win a lot of games and keep it up and keep him happy throughout his career at Tulane. You never know. All right. So we got that. We're discovering new prospects to recruit. We're reevaluating our board. Remember, that's the first one. Okay. And then the third one is the trickiest one. It's setting up for a good portal. Okay. So what I mean by that is we don't know who's going into the portal, right? So what do we know? We know that week one, you are able to schedule visits for players that have you in their top five. We know that. Okay. And we also know that the portal moves extremely fast and it can be random at times. So you might not be able to bank on finding all these prime and complementary targets in the portal. So what we're going to do is we're going to stress on finding long-term pieces here still, right? Long-term pieces. We're always thinking long-term when recruiting high school. All right. But what we are also going to do is make sure that we have players that are able to be in their top five and we're able to schedule come portal time. Okay. We don't know who's going to be in the portal, so we're going to prepare for a lot of different possibilities. Just by having players, recruiting them and getting them into their top five, it'll be settled. Now, this isn't, I put it last because it's the most, you know, tricky. It can be it's a little bit of a guessing game. You don't want to get too caught up in that. Main thing, still find long-term talent and go from there. Okay? And then the rest kind of takes care of itself. All right, so we have 150 points left. We definitely want to be spending the 150 on these three gems right here. Definitely want to keep spending points on Grimes, and want to keep spending points on him. We're gonna see how this visit goes. If we can't take over Georgia, then we gotta say goodbye, which is unfortunate. Um, okay, so now we have 150 points, so now it's time to find those players I was talking about. Okay, so he can go because he's reason why I let go of that guy was because he's got two visits coming up with decent schools. He's not going to be able to hold over until the portal. Um, let's see. Okay, so we did some scouting here. This guy's got 91 speed at hybrid safety. You're going to go pop up over there. Who knows what his development is? Um, okay, we have playing time. So right now, like you're seeing here, we're just kind of finding people that we scouted. He's going to be worth keeping around. for the portal potentially. Okay, 87, 87 out of a field corner. We might keep that. And we're looking at the deal breakers like this guy, playing time. We're gonna scout him. 4-star contact seeker. He's already got workhorse. This is looking good. 86 speed, 91 acceleration. I'm a happy boy. There we go. All right, there we go. Just like that, we found another gem. Some of these other guys might be able to go to clear up board space. Okay, we have to keep him for another week. We have to keep him for another week. See how we have the visit on week 9. We have that safety coming in, so we have to keep that there. Sales gone. McLeod. So one thing you can do, you can keep on players, and then what that'll do is you'll be able to see their dev traits and see how bad it's hurting that you don't have them on their team. But otherwise, once they go do their visit, uh, it's over. Let's see, we got Prude. Okay, and he's about ready to commit. So we have 70 points. Let's go ahead and scout some more. Let's check our needs. Okay, let's check. Okay, this guy still hasn't committed yet to Kansas, but sure. All right. So remember, we're thinking long term. We can look at our needs board right here. So we could use some more offensive line. Mm, we're actually okay. Their defensive line looks like it needs help, and we've got safety maybe covered. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's search defensive line. So we're still only looking for 3 stars right now. 3 stars or higher. Let's check. Let's check actually. Let's see if there's any random 4 stars just straggling around. Edge, defensive tackle. Nope. Top 8 maybe. All right. So we're not gonna find any 4 stars. All right, but we can look for gems in top 3. Okay. So once again, we're looking for good long-term deal breakers. That's going to help us narrow down who we go after. We're looking at pipelines. Okay, we can look at offers. I like to sort by offers. Playing time B. Okay. I also like to use this time to. Okay, here we go. Power Rusher B plus. Oh, here we go. Like I like to take this time to look for athletes. Honestly, real diamonds in the rough. So with edges. If you're looking for athletes, you go to Power Rusher. That's the archetype. All right, position, athlete. We got. Mm-hmm. He's got. Oh, what? All right, so a little low on athletes there, but cool enough. So 6'6", 289, 6'5", 255. I like how that looks. Let's check out defensive tackles. So I think in this one we're going to be going like for 4-man defensive front. So let's see any speed rushers. Okay, not looking too hot there. They also need, let's see, any power rushers? Okay, so this guy has us in his top 10. We might just throw him a scholarship just because, even though it's got playing style, don't love it. That means defensive tackles need to get all the sacks, basically. But we'll put a pin in it. Pure power. Love this on the interior. Playing time, here we go. And no scholarships on him. That's what you like to see. And for the hell of it, gap specialist. Playing style, playing style. Yeah. Okay. So it's time to scout. Let's check out our athletes. Okay. 88 strength, 89 strength, 83 acceleration, 84 acceleration. Doesn't have great power moves or finesse moves. Um, Still worth, I mean, throwing a scholarship on, I think. And let's see. Okay, so week 9, we have our strong safety visiting us on a bye week. Let's hope that it works out for our benefit. That's a lot of ground that we have to cover against Georgia, however. This is where having a rivalry win against an opponent, blowout, multiplying, would just help us so much with this safety battle. And see, we visited and he committed to Georgia. He was on the phone with Georgia while at our game. And it was just like, yeah, New Orleans is cool, but I really want to go to Athens. Okay. All right, so we have 200 points. We still got our targets. Okay, here comes Clemson. Still got our targets. Okay. Oh, week 14, week 11. This is concerning me. All right. Let's see. Who are we putting points into? Okay, so we've been putting 50 into this guy. I forgot to even scout him. 91 speed of a box specialist. I will keep 50 points on you. Okay, all right. You convinced me. You've convinced me. Shut up and take my money, as they say. Okay. Well, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Oh man, just going through all these people that we missed on. This is what they don't see, when it comes to recruiting. Like they just see the big prospects you land, and of course it's great, but they don't see the struggles. Let's see. Okay, I feel like we got a strong, solid core up here. So once again, we're going to be scouting, looking for gems. This guy was proximity to home. Nothing crazy there. Power rusher 87. Grip breaker at bronze is decent. Pure power 91. Playing time. Thank you. 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 All right. And to hell with you. All right. See you. Okay. So now our board is kind of like reshaping slowly but surely. It's taking form again. We got running back, corners, tight ends, receivers, and we're gonna have safeties. We might need to schedule this guy. We might need to aim for week 14 with the corners, the safety, and do we have a linebacker or a strong safety anywhere? Okay, might be time to scout this guy. Actually, I'm not sure if we have time to. Okay, West Virginia. Hmm. Okay, once again, start finding people that are interested in your school. Top 5 or top 8. Top 8. Anybody. Athlete, East West Playmaker, Will Backer, Championship. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and throw these guys up top. Okay, so week 10. There we go. Okay, locked out. Did we lose? No, we won. Okay, we might be able to sneak in there. I don't think so, though. Let's go ahead and scout this guy, see if he's worth anything. He's decent for a 3-star, but not enough to really, I feel, to invest much more than we already got up to second place on him, so he's going to be good to go for visits. And, oh, they got a week 13. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get some offensive line, maybe. Okay, we could probably kiss this guy goodbye. With Clemson and Georgia coming up. That might have to be the play. Okay, but we can get him scheduled for the last game of the season. I think that's what we want to do. Um, actually, we can schedule for week 12 and get ahead of Houston. I think that's what we need to do. What week is it right now? So it's week 11, so we're not going to be able to find anybody else to boost his visit, so we're just going to have to use what we got. Okay, there we go. We still have a visit available for him. How's our running back looking like? Ben, he's creeping up. Okay, so let's go back to our board. We found potentially 2 good defensive linemen for sure. Our guy right here, Rawlings, he's at least going to be impact. He's got 91 strength. He's already got workhorse, 80 power move. All right. Yeah, I like that a lot. Um, okay. So now let's go ahead and just find people who have us interested. Top 10. I'm not sure how much more scouring we can do. Maybe we can check for receiver. No, he's done. Context seeker, tight end, gritty possession, East West playmaker, punter, fullback. Ooh, fullback. Backfield threat. Okay, maybe him. Oh, an athlete. You'll have to see it. Contact seeker out of Arkansas. Speaking my language. Okay. Bump and run. Okay, lurker linebacker. East West playmaker. Like I said, looking at the athletes. Oh dang, I forgot to even check their deal breakers. And so, oh, thankfully for him, it's good. Um, yeah, okay. Pro potential. So pretty decent. So I'm gonna want to scout over the next 2 weeks these guys, and then see if I find any more gems, and then we're just probably gonna offer scholarships, and then try to prioritize people, figure it out. But having people scholarships in the top 10, that helps us set up our board. Let's focus scouting first the people that have other scholarships on them. So the guy right here, Florida, 90 acceleration with recoup. I feel good. Oh, well, spoke too soon. 86 speed. All right. Yeet. I said eat. Okay, then there's a guy with, here we go, with Northwestern recruiting. 90 speed. I think I'll just take a chance on the 90 speed, to be honest. 88 acceleration. I only got 5 points, so if I have a hunch about him, I'll just offer a scholarship. There's no harm in that. Ooh, and there we go. Got the 5-star, ladies and gentlemen. All right, big game against FAU. 1 week too late to schedule for a visit here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of Bullock there. Yeah, he's scheduled for this week. He's clocked in. He's got playing time. Ooh, okay. We can beat him out. Are you close to top 5? Okay, I think we're gonna lose Jay Moats here. So, hmm, hmm. I don't think he's gonna survive to the portal either, with the platinum, uh, with the platinum pipelines in both Clemson and Georgia, and I'm sure their their hometown hero grade is going to be much better than ours. Championship contender, probably in the A's. Proximity to home, probably in the A's. Program tradition is going to be in the A's for Georgia. Yeah, so we can we can see how wrong I am just by keeping him up top. Oh, we're going to take off our points. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's start recruiting Jabari as Mississippi State's getting involved. Uh, dude, let's go ahead and get a third corner. Well, he's got championship contender. Let's hold up. Um, oh damn. Okay, so he's already in visit stage. Let's finish scouting him. All right, decent. All right, so long term. So we're gonna prioritize long term. Pro potential. Pro potential. That's not long term. Bust. All right. Athletes. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our defensive lineman up here. Let's get him going. Okay, I think we're gonna intentionally not schedule him. We'll see. DT Rawlings, Thomas, Mozart. Okay. Okay, I think Thomas is our lowest priority. Need to get this offensive lineman going, and I think we'll be good. Oh, I did not set the force win. Uh-oh. Come on, pull through. All right, we pulled through. 8-2. All right, let's go check that visit, see how we did. We moved up number one on his board. Okay, so we're gonna keep him. All right, blowout game plus 75%, and we had a complimentary visit with the corner, so that went very well. How are you not on the team, my guy? Come on. All right, so we got 135 points. Okay, Rawlings. So we're gonna be trying to help Rawlings once we get to the portal, which means defensive ends, linebackers. Okay, Todia, championship contender, proximity to home, boop, 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 boop. Maybe hometown hero, definitely hometown hero. Okay, do, 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 do. All right, so defensive end. Okay, that's offensive line. Here's our linebacker, a Mike backer. Okay, now I'm curious. Like, do we have another will or outside linebacker that we could get? Open. Let's sort by thumpers. Well, hello, hello. Yeah, I'll take it. No badges, but playing time, local, Mississippi, 89 acceleration, 80 strength. I mean, really, I'm just looking at the acceleration. That's the only stat that really leaps out to me. Hit power being at 76 is low for a linebacker, I feel, like for a thumper, what I want. But, you know, he's, like I said, he's local. I got a good pipeline on him, and we can start working towards getting this defensive tackle helped out. Okay, we just got overtaken on this safety, and we're in a recruiting battle with Houston. We can't do anything really, so I'm just gonna take off the points and say goodbye. Yeah, we got locked out. Florida came in here. Dear Lord. Okay. Recruiting battle, Sayonara. Don't care. Okay. We so we can't schedule any visits. We're towards the end of our thing. So the best thing we can do is find the hard sell because the computer can't visit either. Okay. So we're gonna do the hard sell, but like over weeks that there's no recruiting, recruiting still like technically happens. Like it just goes off of your last thing that you're doing. So I like to make sure that my hard sells are perfect on a player. I hate it when uh you're sending the house and then he gets into the top five like in between bowl season and like conference championship week. and then you can't do anything about it, but it seems like the computer can. Like it feels very shitty. Let's see. So playing time, playing so we're looking at playing time and pro potential, and the only other the two right here, football influencer, it has the X in brain exposure, so we know it's not that. This is the only other one that has an empty third column, so we know it's that. All right, we're doing good there. We're doing pretty good here. All right. Uh-huh. Championship contender. Let's go ahead and try and sell out for Jabari because, yeah, we need to. Okay. There we go. All right. I think we pretty much got it. I think this is going to be basically what we're looking at. So we have random running backs still on our list. Somehow we're still surviving on him. Random quarterback. Okay, he's done. Uh, okay, he doesn't have a visit. Maybe he'll survive. We can just say goodbye to you, bro. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything with you. Okay, so we're approaching week 15 soon. We're gonna be approaching the last weeks of recruiting during the cycling. So one thing, let's slow down. Let's take some time. Let's evaluate. So there are certain things, right? So Cobb, he's in a battle. We're in a battle with Mid Tennessee. They have a pipeline advantage over us. I just want to keep the gas on him. He's a gem. We know this. Proximity to home, great deal breaker. We're not going to play any games. We're not going to take any chances. We're going to go for it, okay? And we're going to try and just lock him over the off season. Maybe I should have scheduled him a visit for this week. Looking in hindsight, sure. All right. Hmm. Okay, but these two. So now the tricky part is like, okay, do we get more scholarship offers out to people so that we can set up for portal, or do we just let things lie? Okay. So in order to do that, I need to go to the prospect board. Once again, let's look at our needs. Okay, and then let's see if there's anybody out there that we're just like, okay, we could really use these guys. Okay, so a guard, we're looking for a guard, center, interior lineman. Um, we're pretty confident about the defensive tackle that we're recruiting. So maybe a pass rushing one, but that could be done by our athletes. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's look interior line. If I need a pass rushing uh, defensive tackle or an offensive lineman, I like to go center, agile. Let's look for some athletes. Here's one right there with playing style, conference prestige, coach prestige. All right, this one might be a good one for long term. Conference prestige, playing style. So maybe we take some time to scout these guys and see if we can turn something out of them. So I'm gonna take points off of people that let's see. Take points not off of Judon because we need him to get the defensive end ready to visit, right? But maybe Todia and Mundy because they have championship contender deal breakers. I mean, this guy's got 90 speed, so I feel not great about that. But we're the only people recruiting him. And in order to land a recruit, you don't need to fill up the bar. All right, this is what I originally wanted to talk about. You don't need to fill up the bar. You just need to be the highest guy with the scholarship on him. So right now, if recruiting ended, we'd get him. So we're gonna take points off of him, and we might lessen this to a soft sell. Let's see how many points do we need. Okay, is there anybody else that we are just dominating on that we don't need to sprint towards? Okay, so let's go ahead, let's check out these linemen. Playing style is going to be the toughest one. Once again, that means a lot of defensive tackle sacks if we switch them. Offensive line's even worse. So let's check coach prestige. All right. Well, we're just trying to make it real easy, huh? And then let's see. We have an extra 5 points. The next guy I wanted to scout was office. Let's see. Let's just find somebody that has this in their top whatever. Interest in your school, top 8, top 8. All right, championship contender, an athlete, East-West playmaker, raw strength, JUCO play style, not loving that, speed rusher. Um, and this one, I want to take the fullback so bad. Okay, this dude literally has no offers on him, even with playing style. Fuck it. I don't. All right, just in case. Okay, looks like we freed up some points. Oh no, we lost to Charlotte. All right, we have the championship game. All right, week 15, we still got recruiting. Okay, so once again, we're tidying stuff up. We're trying to set up a portal visit for Rawlings right here. Okay, that's looking good, and potentially for Ben as well. All right, there we go. That's looking beautiful. Okay, now we got to put the gas back on Monday. Jeez Louise. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yep. Okay, this is what we wanted right here. We've got him ready to visit. We can take points off of him. And let's go ahead and scout that one other lineman out of Memphis, Tennessee. All right, we don't need him. Okay. Okay, we have our uh, conference championship game. If I looked ahead, maybe, I would have put some points on some other guy and have it carry over instead of spending those last points to scout, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead, you know, freak it, just go ahead and give me the. Actually, it's just advanced, bro. I don't need the championship. All right, so here's where you can manage staff. You can fire them if you want them gone. So let's see, what was our guy looking like? Talent developer. Oh, we love that. All right, let's get rid of our defensive coordinator though. Let's go ahead and just like try to find a recruiting defensive coordinator perhaps. Get out of here. It was the defensive coordinator's fault why we couldn't get the strong safety 5-star. I'm sure of it. Absolutely sure of it. Okay. Hey, look at that. He's joined Clemson right before bowl season, just like I said. All right. Oh, we won. Always had faith in us. So here we are, uh, watching the greatness of Tulane, and sooner or later we'll get to the recruiting board. Gunner Stockton. Sure. Okay, we got Duke in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Okay, so we go down to hire staff. Let's check the jobs. Let's see. Willie Fitch. Okay, he's got a little bit of recruiter and motivator. That's a good combination. Let's see. What I like to look for is somebody that has an offensive scheme and a defensive scheme, because what that means is that they're a head coach, like it says right here, Ryan Beard, and that they're going to have likely one of these hybrid coaching trees. Okay, you're just a recruiter and just a motivator, tactician. And if there's something that you don't like, you can just wait until the next week. So like right here, Willie Fitch is the only dude that seems cool. You know, um, I might offer him, but I might just wait for the next week and see if we can get some better people in here. But let's see, he's got a head coaching offer and two decent defensive coordinator things. Let's test how fucking biased this is towards the user. Because I swear you can basically just hire anybody you want. Um, okay, now for the piece de resistance, or as they say, it's time to see the scouting board and their dev traits. So Moats, the guy who missed out on it, impact tight end. Okay. You can't see obviously the traits of people that are still being recruited, but we can see how they're doing over the off season. Impact corner. Let's see what the 5-stars got for us. Impact. A little disappointing, but that's how it goes. But I mean, if we go crazy with him, like we know we can, with good catching, especially good spectacular catch, the best route running, 89 medium route, platinum cutter, like he's gonna get open. Period. All right, impact from a guy that wasn't a gem. Okay, this is great. So we already have two impact corners, likely a third right here, and only one of them has a so-so deal breaker. The other two have solid deal breakers. All right, so let's go to Thumper, Impact on the tackle, Impact guard. Oh, we missed out on the star. I mean, we came in late in the game on him. That's unfortunate. But so unfortunately, no elite devs yet, no star developments yet. However, what we do have is a solid foundation. Okay, so from here we got two linebackers. That's going to be day one starters for us, basically. We have three corners. That's already a nickel front. Okay, we potentially got a safety right here, and I believe we could potentially have another safety somewhere. We're gonna have more linebackers. Offensive line is ready. Defensive line is about to get ready. So we're essentially gonna have one whole side of the field, one side of the ball taken care of, with some talent here and there on the other side. So now we're locked out of a lot of these places. Let's go ahead and get our board cleared up. Okay, we're locked out there. This guy's ready for the portal. We're going to keep him around because we don't know if he's even good or not. But we do know that he's good for a portal visit in case if we really need to focus in on more offensive line. We can say the same thing for the quarterback. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of him. And, yep. See you later. See you later. All right, and keep him. Okay. So we have him ready for the portal. He's 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 ready for the portal. Even he's ready for the portal. And he's definitely ready for the portal. So we're going to be looking to lock down Ben, Rawlings in the portal week one. And then basically taking chances on a lot of very talented players in the portal to give us an immediate boost to our team. All right. So I'm going to end it right here, and then the next time I see you and hear from you, I will be in the portal. Take care.